caught this beautiful trade on the S&P 500 while enjoying this beautiful view of San Diego. Woo! Already closed 50% profit. Stops are at entry. I'm gonna break down this trade for you guys, why I took it, and how you can learn from me. And if you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, shoot me a follow. There should be some icon right here that will pop up where you guys can go and follow me. You'll see my day-to-day life, trades that I'm in, and a ton of other valuable information. I know YouTube is kind of like more so for teaching, but if you guys want to connect with me on a more personal level, definitely follow me on Instagram. And also, if you want to trade live with me, guys, I do offer coaching. So just click the link below and submit a form, and you can even just sign up directly for my live trading sessions if you want to. But guys, let's get into my computer. So this is a trade that I am currently in. Once again, I have reached my halfway point. My stops are at break even. As you guys can see, I have my trailing stop, and we're floating in profit. So I'm not really too worried about this trade right now. Let me break it down for you guys on exactly what I was thinking before I showed up to the markets, what I personally saw, so you guys can get a better understanding. So it was right around here. Yep, right around here. So when I start trading, it's very important that you guys do this, and it may differentiate for other pairs. But what I'm doing when I usually first start trading is I have a crazy morning routine nowadays. So I'm getting up at 5 a.m. I'm going to the gym in my apartment building, and I'm working out for just 30 minutes. I'm doing just cardio, walking on the treadmill with some incline at 3 miles per hour speed. I'm just doing really light cardio to just get my body to wake up physically. And then once I'm done with that, I'll go home and shower, and then I'll take my dog out for a walk, like a 10-minute walk. So from 5 a.m. to about 6:15, I'm just doing my morning routine: gym, shower, taking my dog for a walk, and then I'm getting to my charts at 6:25 exactly. Like 6:20 to 6:25 is where I've been getting to my charts. I find that if I get to in front of my charts too early, I start formulating all these different biases in my head, like, oh, it could be a buy, it could be a sell, and I kind of confuse myself. So what I've been doing is just showing up 10 minutes before the market open, which is at 9:30 a.m. EST, and you guys all should have your chart set to UTC5 New York. You want to be in alignment with the market makers and how they're moving the markets. So the first thing that I'm doing when I get to my charts is I'm always on the daily time frame. And if you guys have been following me or you're new, you know that I trade the S&P 500, NAS 100, and US 30. I am only focused on indices. I do not trade Forex, gold, anything else. My main indice that I have been trading is the S&P 500. I like it because it's less volatile, and the technical side is much easier to read. So that's why I prefer the S&P 500. So I showed up today, and I saw two things that really stuck out to me. First off, I saw two very nice bullish candles. Usually if the previous candle is bullish, the next candle is going to be bullish. So Friday, when it closed, this candle was bullish. I immediately assumed in my analysis was, okay, well, we're already in a very strong uptrend. This was pretty much, we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and this was all last week. So last week it was really choppy. Price wasn't really pushing up, and then we saw Thursday and Friday finally push up. But I really saw something too is on Friday we created a new higher high. This candle's body closed and broke this higher high right here on this wick, as you guys can see. So immediately I was like to myself, do you know what? Price is most likely just going to keep pushing up. So my bias was immediately to go long. Looked at the 4 hour. I was like, do you know what? 4 hours kind of a mess. I'm not really going to focus on that. Looked at the 1 hour, and there's a term that I go by, and it's look to the left, structure leaves clues. I've really been working with fair value gaps and supply and demand zones to really give me precise entries, because I used to just go off candlestick recognition. I'd look at a candle and be like, well, it's a spinning top, so it's going to go up. But I didn't have enough bias as to why I was going to do that. So what I did is I looked to the left and I saw this zone right here. So from this candle's high to this candle's low. And then I was like, oh, all right, well, it's currently actually hitting that zone right now. So I went down to the minute 15, and this is when I was looking at it. So it was like right in here. So right after this candle closed, it was 9:15. I was like showing up to my chart. So if we go to a lower time frame, you guys will be able to see this better. So this is 9, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so it was like right in here. Right in this range. It was one candle back, right when this candle was a little bit lower. I was looking at it, I was like, all right, well, it's hitting that fair value gap right now. Like, I'm going to just execute a long position. I don't need to wait for anything else. So that's when I basically executed the long position. I did enter on the minute or on the hour one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I entered on the hour one, and this was kind of like my thesis behind it. I went long right in here. As we can see, like, it's a little off the fair value gap, a little bit higher than it. But I was like, all right, we're going to enter right here. And then for my stops, I was just going to go below this candle's low right here. So that's how I had it marked up right below that candle's low. And then what I was going for is the previous high. So if price really is ideally going to push higher, what is it going to do? It's going to break previous highs. So if we're in a strong uptrend, which I was basically betting on, I was saying to myself, do you know what? Price is just going to continue to push up. So that's what I'm currently waiting for. So I had my trade set up, entered my positions. One thing that I have been doing that has been an absolute game changer, and I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, is I'm going with my fibs, and I'm going to my entry, then to my take profit, and I'm getting a measurement. And all I'm looking for, I get a trend line, and I find the 50% level right here. And I'm going with the trend line right here, just like this on my position. And I want it to be straight. With the trend lines, it's kind of tricky. Like, it can be off a little bit. So you want to make sure it's straight. And then after I've gotten that level, I'll go and delete my fibs. And then I'll get the trend line, and I'll go to the settings and then text, and I'll put 50% level hit, or 50% level here, something like that. Like, what did I put on this one? I put take off 50%. So I just want to get a better understanding and be clear on where that 50% level is. So what I'm then doing, this is so powerful, you guys, please start doing this. I'm going now to this alert tab right here. It's cool to watch the charts, but at the end of the day, you need to admit to yourself and everyone else that you really have absolutely no control over the markets, and you're not going to be able to really push the markets with a couple $1,000, $10, $20, $30,000. Like, you need millions upon millions of dollars to really make the market go up. So what I've been doing to kind of let my mind be at peace and me not to stress on the markets and be like, well, what is it doing now? I should watch, I should do this, is I simply set alerts. Now I'm realistically setting 3 alerts. I have my take profit, my 50% level, and my stop loss. So I think for good luck's sake, I kind of always put my take profit level first. So our take profit is 51.41. 51.41.4. Okay, then I go right here and I delete this and I put TP hit. And then if you want, you can go to the notifications, and this is what I have: notifying app, send email, play sound, send email to SMS, and create it. After I do this, I go to the settings, create. So now you can see if I scroll over, I have this alert right here, and I can drag it and move it around if I want to. So there's that alert. Then I'm going to go to the 50%. What prices? Look to the right here. 51.33. 51.33, it's already there since current price is residing around that level. I'm going to delete it all and put take off 50%. Correct. And if the alert is not perfectly set, we can just drag it around. Now I have that alert right there. And the last one is our stop loss, 51.13. Stop loss hit. Great. And then this is off, so I could just drag it up a little bit right there. So once price does go and mitigate to my 50% level, I get alerted. I go and take off 50% of my position. Then what I'm doing is I'm trailing my stops to entry. So I can then drag my stop loss here. So if the trade does reverse and hits my stop loss, I can go just make sure that my trade is closed all the way and I don't have to worry. So this is like the logic and the way that I have been trading recently. I've just made it keeping it stupid simple. I don't want you guys to look at my trading style and be like, oh, it's super complicated. Like, I keep it very simple, like at a third grade understanding level, so everyone can understand. But this is what I've been doing. It's been working really well, and I suggest that you guys try it out. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
Not a lot of people made it to the end of the video, but you did. Make sure you share this video with a friend. Also, comment below. I want to know who you guys are and how I can help you guys out with your trading. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping weekly videos every single week on trading to help you guys out. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.